The online space is changing every single day, faster than any of us can even keep up with. And yet there are millions of opportunities opening up every single day and millions closing every single day. And if you're trying to focus on the wrong one, you're getting run over, you're trying different things online and nothing is working. I want to explain what I believe to be, in my 15 years of online experience, this is what I believe to be the best thing that you should be focusing on that has a realistic chance of making you $10,000 in 2025. I'm going to cover the whole thing. I even brought the whiteboard out for it so I can outline every single piece of this so that you can walk away from this video with a surefire game plan. And I'm even going to run the numbers for you so you can see exactly what you would need to do to get your first $10,000 a month. But I'm not just going to show you how to build to a $10,000 a month business where you're hustling really hard and you're working like a dog. I'm going to show you the best $10,000 a month business, the same one that I run, the one that I believe in, the one that I've been doing for 8 to 9 years. It's going to require a little bit of work from you in the beginning, but it's going to pay dividends and give you time freedom on the other side. So without further delay, let's get into it. So obviously, if you're here, it means that you know there's a bunch of different ways that you can make money online, and maybe you've tried a good majority of them. And so have I. I've honestly tried everything from e-commerce to social media influencing, which I suck at. I'm much better at, hopefully, at making videos like this, which you'll let me know if I'm any good if you actually subscribe or if you like this video, especially if you share it. But I've tried it all too, and it can be really confusing, especially because there's so many different dynamics to this. Like right now, it's very easy to create information products and it's very easy to market them. I think that's one of the best opportunities there is. But because it's so easy, and this is how you know it's easy, there are a bunch of morons that don't know what they're teaching, that are creating products that people like you and I are buying to try to learn how to build our business. On the surface, it looks like they know what they're saying. But then you get into their product and you realize maybe they know how to do it, but they have no idea how to teach it. And that leads people down these paths of thinking e-commerce is a great thing to start right now. Amazon is a great thing to start right now. So I just want to blow the doors off of all this and tell you what I really think has real potential. And I'm going to break down all of the individual business models. So let's go ahead and hop in. And let's first start talking about affiliate marketing. This is one of the most popular things that people are talking about online right now because, and I'm a huge advocate of it as well, but because the big plus side is that it's very quick to start. You literally don't need anything to make an affiliate business aside from people's attention, right? So in an affiliate business, what you're doing is you're finding people, you're playing middleman, right? You are playing middleman and you're helping them find products that they want to buy. And if you can refer people to other products, like I've got this great, ready? Tripod that I'm not using right now. I've got this great tripod for my camera. If I find other people that want to buy that, I can reach out to this company and say, hey, give me 20% whenever I refer a sale. Now, in order for that to work, to make substantial amounts of income, I need a lot of people to buy this thing, right? That's how affiliate marketing works. You need a lot of people. So when you're starting out, when you're very first starting out, the reason that affiliate marketing kind of sucks and fails for most people is because they don't have an audience, and nobody tells you that when you start out. They're not going to tell you, oh, they're going to say, you don't need an audience. And the downside with that is you do in order to make sales. That's how it's going to work. I know that you can start from scratch and build an audience. Yes. So technically, do you need an audience to start? No. Will you need an audience at some point? Yes. So the beautiful thing about affiliate marketing is all you have to worry about is the audience. You don't have to worry about making this incredibly cool tripod. I didn't have to invent the little button that allows this tripod to stand on a table. I didn't have to invent the little clip that goes on this side so I can actually hang this thing up, pop these little legs out, hang this up on a chair, and I can record something like that, like I'm on the go. I don't have to build these things, but I could build an audience of people. Maybe I've got an audience of creators that would love to use this. I can introduce them to that product and I can make money as an affiliate. Affiliate marketing is great because of the minimal setup and because of how quick it is. It's really not good because number one, you need an audience. So if you don't have an audience, it's not going to be easier than creating your own product for the most part. But two, very low margin and very low control. One of the issues that I see with people who go into the affiliate marketing space is they get railroaded. They put all this time and effort into building funnels, into making effort and building social media around this idea. Look how great this tripod is. And then this tripod goes out of business. Even though I was building my entire identity around this product, and then it goes out of business. And it's especially true in the online space. If you're promoting digital products, they get in trouble with the FTC. They go bankrupt. They stop paying their affiliates. Whatever might happen, and now you've got to change game plans entirely. This happens a lot in the MLM space, where you've got a friend who is in this great MLM and they sell these awesome drinks, right? Weight loss drinks or whatever. This is an element drink. They start selling these drinks, and then something happens and they pivot to another MLM, and then they pivot to another MLM. And that's the problem, is they're usually pivoting because, and this just happened with Shakeology, I believe. Shakeology just went to an affiliate model from an MLM model, so you no longer get your downline's income. So that's gonna hurt a lot of people. You don't have control, the company has control. And that's the downside with affiliate marketing. Look, I think affiliate marketing is a great thing to do if you are just getting started, if you are gonna dip your toes in, because it helps you build an audience without having to have your own product. But you're only gonna make 50% or less of any sale that you generate. And in a world that's all about how much money can we actually make in this so that we can reinvest that money and make more, it's hard to get any net revenue when you're cutting the price in half by 50%. I've got to figure out how to make money off of just 50% of the incoming money. That's tough. It is a lot easier for somebody like myself. I have an email list. I can send an email right now to the guy who owns this tripod and probably send him 5 to 10 sales, right? It is easier that way. It is nice. I don't have to come up with an offer. I don't have to put in a whole bunch of work. I just find an affiliate link and bam. Speaking of affiliate link, the thing that I'm drawing on, the thing that you guys see on my screen, it's actually called an espresso display. Now what I'm gonna do is I'll put a link in the description where you can find this thing. It's what I draw on. I actually traveled the entire world with this thing. It's a touchscreen side monitor for a MacBook, which is really cool. I couldn't find another one that was like this. This thing is amazing. But again, I didn't have to create this thing. I just went to them and said, I'd love to tell my audience about this. Can I get a link to that? And they were like, yeah, sure, absolutely. I only get 10%, right? This thing has a lot of cost. I'm only gonna get 10% of any sale that comes through. So the problem is I can't build a real business off of this. If it's 10%, I might make, I don't know, something like 30 bucks. I would have to get 1,000 people to make $30,000 a month. And let's be real, that's about how much you would need to like really thrive online. So there's just no way that I'm building my entire business off of this. It's a great way to get your feet wet. And it's also amazing if you already have an audience. But we're gonna go ahead and say, you probably shouldn't really put all your eggs in that basket. You shouldn't be saying, I'm gonna be a full-time affiliate right from scratch with no audience. It's not that easy. Next would be e-com. I'm just gonna put a big just no on this one. The reason I say that is because I've tried e-commerce. It is actually really hard. You've gotta have a decent amount of budget to test for winners and losers. I love the concept of e-commerce. I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think it's a trend that's about to expire. I'm not gonna say any of that. I'm not doom and gloom. I'm just thinking of the average person who's watching this video. If you wanna start a brand and you've got a following, great. Open up a merch account, right? And start a Shopify store and start selling your stuff. I love it. But unless you're gonna come up with a really creative idea, or you're gonna buy a bunch of bulk stuff from China so that you don't have to drop ship, because that's a problem, e-commerce is a really tough place. I think the people who are gonna make really good money there are the people with big pockets. Average person doesn't have a whole bunch of money to invest in inventory, whole bunch of money to invest in making a beautiful site. E-commerce is gonna change over the next few years, but I just don't think it's for the average person. There is a huge influx in TikTok shops, which would open the door to allowing normal people to make sales. But that's a whole industry that I haven't actually dove into too heavily. I do know that you can have some success there. My recommendation is no, at least not right now. If you're looking for the best way to make $10,000 a month, I don't think that's where you're gonna find it if you're starting from scratch. Lastly, Amazon. Everybody always talks about it. Oh, I'm gonna buy 100 of these pens, I'm gonna ship them to Amazon, and then Amazon's gonna send them to my customers for me. Again, not a huge fan. Amazon is working really, really hard right now on figuring out how to reverse engineer everybody's products. Ideally, they have the audience, which again is the most important thing. So why would they pay people like you and me to put our products there? They might do it for now, but in a year from now, they're not gonna do it. And it's a very hard business to get with very low margins. To try to get to $10,000 a month is a complicated feat. There's usually not very much recurring revenue in either of these businesses. And really in all three, affiliate marketing, Amazon, and e-com, there's really no recurring income. And I can tell you this, the biggest businesses on the planet are built off of recurring income. They get you to come back. Look at certain models like the Keurig machine. That coffee maker has blown up, not because the coffee is good and not because the coffee maker is some sort of new invention. It's because you have to come back and buy pods. They make money off of you coming back to buy more coffee. They figured out how to make a machine that ties you to coming back and buying more. And that's what we want. We want to figure out how to increase our AOV and our LTV in our business. AOV is average order value. We want to figure out how can I get more out of every single average order, and how can I increase the lifetime value? Well, I could sell a coffee maker, but then if I can also make them get hooked on the pods that we use, that's going to increase my lifetime value, meaning that I can spend more to get a client, I can crush my competition, and I have a wildly successful business. Now, when it comes to, what to do aside from these, okay, if these don't work, what works, man? What's the thing that's actually going to work? So I'm going to describe to you what I believe is the thing that's actually going to work, and it's becoming a paid creator. Figuring out what you can put into the ecosystem that's going to make you something on the back end. So being a paid creator does not mean having a big social media account and having lots of followers. That is one way to do it. It's not the only way. In fact, I am kind of living proof that that is not the only way. The only way to make money is not putting stuff on Instagram and hoping that you get 1 million followers and Kim Kardashian likes your post. That's just not how it goes. The benefits of being a paid creator, as you guys can see on my screen, number one, you get to do what you love. I think the complication here is that most people are not taught in school how to be a creator. You're not taught how to go out and make things happen. You're not taught to allow your mind to imagine things. You're taught, do as you're told, take this test, do as we tell you, fall in line, do what everybody else is doing. You need to switch that part of your mind from being a consumer, which is where we're all at now, granted by school and education and parents and friends and all of that BS. We're all consumers. It's easy to consume. Just sit back, do what you're told, go to college. I did that route. $120,000 in debt later, piece of paper, that was it. Didn't help me get any jobs in the future. In fact, I started working as a virtual assistant for people. I wasn't even using my degree. You get to do what you love. And I want to help people throughout the course of my series of videos figure out how to tap into what you love. Do you love pickleball? Do you love cooking? Do you love women's health? Whatever it is that you're passionate about, you can make money in that space. And you can make money making other people's lives better, and that's being a creator for that space. Next thing here is your time freedom. When you are a paid creator, you get to decide how you use your time. I don't want to do a video today. I do want to do a video today. Your income is based on what your output is, right? You're creating. If you want to create, you can make money. If you're relying on social media, not every output is going to make you money, but if you do things strategically, the way that we teach inside of our paid creators program, you're building an email list. That email list is going to make you money whenever you email it, for the most part, because we're using email as an education system to get people to buy. So time freedom is huge. I was able to just take the last year off. I left this office for an entire year and went and traveled the world. It was absolutely amazing. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't have good time freedom. Then lastly, it's completely mobile, which just means that you can actually do the work wherever you want. So again, I was able to do it from Portugal, Marrakesh, Nazaire, which is in Portugal, Spain, Dubai, Singapore, Bali, Tokyo, and Kauai, Hawaii. I was able to do all of my job and run a 7-figure business from all these places with just my laptop and this beautiful little side screen, because I use these to do my training videos and I love this thing. Now, in order to do this, here's what you're going to need. I don't want to leave you guys hanging and go, okay, so just be a creator and that's it. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a good product. You need something that you can promote. Now, in some cases, you might get started by promoting somebody else's thing, right? Maybe a course that you took, whatever it might be. You need a good product. The next thing you're gonna need is a method to build an audience. So if I have a product and an audience, whether it's my product or somebody else's, and trust me, you're gonna find out from my channel, I think that you're closer to having your own product than you probably believe. I think that you should have your own product right now. In 48 hours, you could have it done. That's what we teach, and it works. So a product, and then you're gonna need a method to build an audience, and this is where people get confused. You can build an audience in email. You can build an audience on social media, which is the typical audience everybody thinks of. You can build an audience through ads. I know that sounds crazy, but that's where I make a majority of my money, is running ads on social media, where if I give Facebook $100, they send enough attention my way where I can turn that into 110, and now we're making money and I don't have to post on social media. That's been my job, is to figure out how can I build margin from spending money, I get my time back, and then how can I make it make money on the back end? That is a complicated situation, but that's what we teach. We teach the easy way. And then you can do outreach. That's actually another tool that we have inside of our mastermind, where we actually have a tool that outreaches for you. So let's say that you have a social media account and you're getting 10 likes a day. Don't you think you would get some more action if those 10 likes, if you had a platform that allowed you to reach out to every single one of those likes, reach out to every single one of those followers, outreach, and you can actually outreach to other people's audience and other people's followers. In fact, we suggest it. That's one of the best ways to introduce yourself is, all these solar companies that are selling solar for houses, they go around knocking on doors. We have a digital version of that. We have a virtual version of that. You don't have to knock on anybody's door. You can just send them DMs, and you can do it through automation, which is great. Next, we have groups. You can go into Facebook groups. You can go into Quora groups. You can go into any kind of group where there's people that could be your ideal audience. You can build that audience there. And then affiliates. It's actually the number one most powerful thing that we suggest most people start out with, because affiliates are great. There are already, let's say you have a product in the sourdough niche. There are hundreds of thousands of people and newsletters and YouTube channels of people who are looking for stuff to promote. If I build a really cool sourdough bread making program, maybe I can get some of them to promote it. All I need is one yes to get some momentum. If I get one yes, I got some leads coming in, I got some sales coming in. Now I've got momentum. Now I've got leverage. I can go to the next affiliate and say, look how much money they made. I've got a list, I'll promote for you. There's a bunch of really cool things that you can do there, and that's actually how I started my career. I built a product, I partnered with somebody else, I said, hey, let me leverage your name. You make 50% of the revenue. I just want to build the product and get people to promote it, but they'll promote for you, they won't promote for me, because nobody knew who I was. So I then went door to door asking people, will you promote for this guy? He and I are partnering together, I'd love to have you on board. Enough people said yes. I made $60,000 in 14 days. I never looked back. I then did the exact same thing over and over and over again. And I was able to leverage what I knew and who I knew to be able to make money. You can build an audience in any of these 6 avenues. But now we need to explain, okay, Travis, let's assume that's kind of where I want to go. Help me understand how to do all of this. So let's do that now. I wanted to bring you in close for this one, because we're going to get real deep right now and I'm going to explain the whole thing. This is the nuts and bolts of the $10,000 a month business. I got my screen right here. So the first thing that I want you guys to understand is this is the layout of what you're going to do online to make money. You've probably seen this explained a million different times. I'm going to oversimplify it, but I think it's going to help you understand the best route to go right now. And that is what you're going to see here at the end. So first, there's 3 main ways to get traffic, okay? Traffic is the thing that makes everything run. If you have leads coming in, you'll make money. Your goal for your online business needs to be, how do I get leads? Every guru that you watch, everybody that you talk to, it doesn't matter. Their main focus is getting leads. They'll figure out how to convert them later. What they're trying to do, if they have a podcast, if they run ads, if they make content, doesn't matter. Everything they're doing is to try to get more leads. That's it. So your options are create content. Sure, you can create content. If you're good at that and you understand how to do that, make content. Some of you may already have a small audience. So if you're watching this, you should be leveraging the crap out of that audience with what I'm going to show you next, okay? But either way, the whole point is either content, ads, or outreach. That's how you're going to get people's attention. Sure, you can use affiliates. That's kind of another advanced technique, is going out and getting affiliates, setting up an affiliate program. We'll get there. We will. In fact, I teach it to every single one of my students. Every student should be using Anybody with a product should be using affiliate marketing. Get affiliates to promote for you. Don't focus on you being an affiliate, okay? Because now the problem that I mentioned with affiliate marketing, you need an audience. Well, go to people who have an audience and let them be affiliates for you. Solves the problem. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take content, ads, and outreach, and you're gonna promote that to an offer. You need a good offer. Something that has high value, that is valued higher than what they're gonna pay for, and that's easy to describe. It's gonna get people to take action. I'm gonna describe the offer that I think you can start with, that we help you do here in a second. But normally, the way that this works is, maybe you've tried this. You wanted to be an affiliate for somebody. So you decided, I'm gonna try it, and you made some content, you promoted them as an affiliate, but you only got 50%. And now next month you gotta do it again, next month you gotta do it again, next month you gotta do it again. That does not sound like freedom to me. Being an affiliate is cool, as long as you have control, which you don't in most affiliate programs. Now, the other way that you can do this is you can become the owner of the offer you're promoting. And I highly suggest that everybody do that, because that's gonna give you real freedom. Every single lead you collect is yours. You can make money from that lead next month, next month, next month, next month, next month, until they opt out. This is what gives you freedom. Now, everybody who buys that product, you keep 100% of the revenue instead of 50%. Do you think it's gonna be easier to build a business keeping all of the money or keeping half of the money? This is the reason you can't be an affiliate with ads. And I know there are people that are gonna say, Travis, you can totally be an affiliate with ads to good affiliate offers. Not if you're telling the truth. If you are being honest with your advertisements, you are not gonna get the quality traffic that you need over to the offer in a way that buys it, in a way that's profitable when you're only keeping 50%. It ain't gonna happen. The algorithm is too expensive. Ad costs are going up. That ain't gonna happen. Let's be honest with people. I know it makes you money teaching your course, your $2,000 course, your $1,000 course, whatever it might be. I know it makes you money to sell that course, teaching people how to be an affiliate, but you're not telling them ahead of time that they're gonna have to lie. And you're not telling them ahead of time that they're gonna get their ads account shut down every single week. You're not telling them ahead of time that they're gonna be telling people, you've got a cure for diabetes, because that's the hottest offer that you wanna promote is, promote the highest converting offer on ClickBank. It happens to be a diabetes cure pill, but we don't know if it actually works, but you're gonna tell people it does. You're gonna make up a story that you're a doctor and that you've been trying to cure people of diabetes for forever, and that you finally found something and you cured your mom's diabetes. Guys, I know that sounds wild, but I literally know people that I have spoken to that are doing exactly that. I don't hate on them. Again, you have to do what you have to do to make money. That is what it is. It's just not the way that I teach. You do your thing, but don't tell me that every other person in the world can do this while also being authentic and not having to lie. I think you can go into niches that you love. I think that you could make digital products for people that want them, service people in a positive way, never have to lie to people, and you get to do what you love. Isn't that weird? And you get to make a lot of money. So let me explain this. So here's what's cool. Let's just go ahead and say we're gonna start with, again, as an affiliate, you can't run ads. But when you make 100% of the money, now you can run ads. You have a little bit more money to play with. Now we've just got to figure out, how can I spend 100 and make at least 100 so that I build my email list and I can make more money off that over time. So that's our goal. Now, the product that I actually think has the best potential to make people $10,000 or more over the next, say, 6 months especially, but definitely 3 years, is when you have a product that combines multiple different things. So let me just explain. There are only 3 things that you can promote on the internet for the most part. One is information. Okay, information is a great place to start, but people like me are making free YouTube videos with the information that you're trying to charge for. There are millions of people giving away information that is publicly available on the internet. The way that you make your information more valuable is you make it step by step, intricate, right? I can share as many strategies as I want with you here, but the tactics are gonna take you a while, so I could build a course that breaks that down, right? Information is the first thing you can sell. Then the next thing you can sell is speed and automation, okay? Speed and automation would be something like software. Now, I happen to think this is where the niche is. When you have speed and automation, you can charge recurring revenue, and people expect this. And what that means is I can get a sale one time at $97 a month, and that person stays for a year. So instead of being worth $97, they're worth much more than that. $11.64, I believe, is the number. That's great for me because I can do the work to get a sale once, and I can make more and more and more by providing them a value constantly, right? That's what we want. I don't want to sell information one time because information is a commodity. For me, I do believe in creating low-ticket courses, 1 or 2 low-ticket products online so that you can build trust with people. But your end goal needs to be recurring revenue that keeps people wildly happy. And the thing I love is software. Now you're looking at me going, Travis, there's no way I could create software. Hear me out. Let me explain the whole thing. The last thing that you're going to sell is, I'll just call it access. I talked in another video before about this idea. This would be coaching. Most online digital coaches are selling access to themselves. Hey, I ran a sub 4-minute mile. If you want access to me, it's $1,000. We'll do 5 calls during your training. I'll tell you exactly what you should or shouldn't do. That's a really good way to start coaching, right? You can sell coaching offers from 0 to, I've heard of people selling them for $35,000 plus. Depends on what you're solving, right? If you're solving you got a guy who runs sales floors for car dealerships, and you can go in right now and in 24 hours you could have them making $1 million more a year. Well, maybe you charge $100,000 for that, right? So there are ways that you can do that. I'm not into price gouging. I'm not into charge $1 million and whatever. I do like the idea of having these 3 things separated in your mind so that you know what you're going to be selling. You're going to sell information. That's going to get you started. What I would do is sell information at a very low price. We want it at a low price because we want this to be easy to obtain, but we also want to account for the fact that information isn't what it was. 10 years ago, you could sell information for $2,000 because there wasn't a bunch of YouTube channels. There wasn't a bunch of information wildly available. It's wildly available now. So your step-by-step should be low price because we are going to get these people into our ecosystem. Now they're introduced to us. They're on our email list. We can promote other things to them, but then also we have upsells. And most importantly, we have recurring revenue right behind the first sale. So a great example of this, and this is something that's made me multiple 7 figures over the last few years, is we have a software tool that allows you to build all of your funnels, do all of your marketing, all of your email marketing. It literally is your one-stop shop. Now, we took that. I built my entire 7-figure business into it, including over $20,000 worth of funnels, a bunch of email campaigns that we've used pre-launch, during launch, post-launch, webinar funnels, you name it. We built that into the software so that now when somebody goes in who's like us or who learns from us, they can hop into the software and in minutes have something done that would otherwise take $20,000 and months to have somebody else do otherwise. It's a really nice exchange of value. So that's called Wealth Reconnect. And that's $97 a month to get started in that bad boy. And again, $97 a month is virtually nothing in the scheme of things. So now if I want to have a real business, I can get 1,000 people doing that. So here's my game plan. I give away as much information as I possibly can, or I'll sell it at a very low cost, $27. We did 16,700-ish sales of a $97 product. That brought a ton of people into my audience. Then because I had all those people in my audience, when I promoted my speed and automation, which we did a yearly program with a bunch of other bonuses for $29.97, and I was able to take those 16,000 people that bought my information and I was able to sell them speed and automation, and we did $200,000 in a single day from that promo, which was amazing, right? We're selling speed and automation. We're telling them, hey, here's where you can go to mine gold. Do you want a shovel? While you're here, if you're going to go mine gold, you might as well get this shovel. That's one of the things that we help everybody do is understand that they can do this as well. And then after that, it's like, hey, you're going to go mine gold. You got a shovel. I've done this 100 times. Do you want my help? If you want my help, it's a little bit more extra money. My team, my help, my ecosystem, you can now buy your way into it. And I think that's a phenomenal thing that everybody should be figuring out how to offer, because now you have a ladder, so to speak, an ascension ladder, right? where we start with information here, we go to speed and automation, and then access. And now we're actually getting our hands involved in helping people. Not everybody's going to say yes, but if some do, then we've made a lot of money. Now, here's where things get really good. And I believe we are in a very unique position to help everybody watching this make a lot of money this year, up to $10,000, which again, let's just go do some basic math. $97 a month times 1,000 people is 100,000, right? So doing some further math, $97 a month times 100 people is 10,000. So the goal for this video is to show you a bulletproof plan of how you can get 100 people to buy something that makes you $97 a month. And you're watching me going, Travis, I don't have the first clue about opening a software program that's going to give people all these benefits. Yes, it sounds like yours is awesome, but how would I go about doing that? Well, we figured out a way that you can. So you can see here, what I'm going to explain is, even if you don't have an audience, what I do to grow my business, it's actually possible for me to basically give you that business while doing all the delivery and the support on my end. So I'm going to explain it here. Basically, I would teach you how we run ads to get people's attention. Now, these ads, they run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. These ads send people to this page. That page gives them access to a 3-day completely free challenge where we teach them how to build a business from scratch. During the 3 days, we give them everything. We give them like an hour on the first day of exactly how to create and ideate their own product. Then on day 2, we help them create the funnel for this and all the marketing material they need. And on day 3, we help them find affiliates and start generating sales. By the end of day 3, they know our entire game plan from a tactical standpoint, right? But the key is, in order to do all of that, and that's the information, we've got to have speed and automation. You've got to have a funnel builder. You've got to have an email platform. You've got to have the tool that allows you to do that. We're in a unique position because our software tool, Wealth3 Connect, costs less than what the competitors would be charging and offers more. So it's actually a better system. But what we do is we then, as soon as they opt in, we then tell them, look, in order to use all of this, you're going to want to take a free trial of Wealth3 Connect. It's free for 30 days, and then it's $97 a month afterwards if you want to stay. If you take the 3-day training and you don't love it, you don't have to stay. You can cancel. And you never pay anything, and you go, this isn't for me. I don't want to do this, even though it should be for you because you know all the details and you know it works. So we give them a free trial, and we get $97 a month when they stay. We can also upgrade them to more features. So one of the things that we do is we have a $297 a month version of this software where that version allows you to have affiliates promoting your product. So let's say that you're into sourdough bread making. You make an amazing sourdough bread product based on our 3-day challenge. Now you can actually go to every sourdough bread newsletter, every sourdough news influencer, everybody who's got a podcast on holistic health, and you go on and you turn all of them into affiliates. And you say, I'm going to give you a link. When you promote this, you make 50%. Now you kick back. Your product is making sales every single day because other people are sending people your way. You're making sales, but you can only do that affiliate side if you get the $297. So now you've got people coming through. In our funnel, I run ads, they opt in, I build my email list, right? My email list is down here. I get my email list, and I'll come back to how that makes me money. But then I get trials. Almost everybody's gonna take a trial because they can't utilize the 3-day material without a 30-day trial. So now they get a 30-day trial. They're not on the hook if they don't wanna stay, but I wanna give them all the information they can to use the software to the best of their ability. Now they're going to owe $97 a month because they like it, they're using it, it's saving them money. A lot of people in the online space will save money. It's cheaper than ClickFunnels with more features. It's cheaper than Hootsuite, which does social media automation, with more features. It's better than System.io and Linktree and StanStore, way more features and not that much more than those programs. So we've got a really cool tool. I build my email list. It allows me to continuously promote that trial, but then also promote offer 1, offer 2, offer 3, right? I can promote more offers in the future, and because now I've got this email list. Now I'm building a legitimate business, which allows me to put money in over here and know that I'm going to get money out the backside of that. because now I've got monthly recurring revenue coming in. So let's say I spend $500 on ads, and month one, I break even at $500. That means I got 5 customers to stay. Let's say one of those customers cancels. I'm going to make $400 the next month, then $300 the next month, and so on and so forth. So now my monthly recurring revenue is tailing off if I turn my ads off. If I continuously spend $500 a month on ads and get another $500 and another $500 and another $500, well, now it would look like this. So you can see that then goes down the line and adds to my recurring revenue. And so now I am, as you can see, 3 months in, I'm actually making $1,200, but I'm only spending $500 on ads. This is how you build a legitimate and absolutely unbelievable business right now that pays you recurring revenue. Now, here's the catch. We have something called our Wealth3 Syndicate. The Wealth3 Syndicate allows you to promote our software, but you keep the revenue. Now, this is something that nobody else is doing. We have a membership for 150 people and 150 people only right now, where you can promote our funnel. So this page right here, you promote it. We show you what ads we run. You then promote the 3-day challenge. That 3-day challenge, or we have another 5-day challenge, then builds your email list. When they take the trial, they're going to pay you, not us. When they upgrade, they're going to pay you, not us. And the reason we put this together is because I want to be able to see that 150 people, I want to see that change in their life. You want to talk about $10,000, all you need is 100 people. Every single month with this equation, we're only talking 5 people. I think the majority of everybody watching this that's going to be in our 150 person cohort, I think they could actually get 10. I think 5 is very minimal. 5 is literally what? One every 5 days, something like that. I think people are more likely going to get 10. We just did a test of this internally. We got 480 people to take a trial. So out of that, our job then kicks in. As soon as they take a trial and you get that money, or you get the $0 for 30 days, we then onboard them and make sure they're getting the benefit of all this. So in theory, you can actually promote the exact same product we are. You don't need a social media, but if you have one, you'll make more. And it just makes it a really easy no-brainer. You're giving people a real chance at a real marketing software that's more affordable than everybody else, has more built-in assets, and you can do all of this, and all you need to do is get to 100 people. And if we just do really basic math, if you're getting 10 a month times 12, that would be 120. My guess is you're going to lose 20 people because 20 people just won't bill. That's going to get you to 100 times 97, which again, some of these people, about 30% of them will upgrade, but let's just say bare minimum, you would be looking at basically right at $10,000, and that's monthly recurring revenue. You don't have to fulfill the product. You don't have customer support. You don't have to onboard anybody. You don't have to build any funnels. You don't have to customize stuff, learn new marketing, learn all these new skills, build a cool funnel. You just get to take hours. Now, if that's of any interest to you, there will be a link in the description below. But I do think no matter what you guys take away from this video, I think that what you should be looking at is you should try to figure out, what can I do in my business to sell low ticket information to get somebody into a recurring product. Another thing that we teach, that recurring product can be a community. Inside of our software, Wealth3 Connect, you can actually build communities and you can charge monthly for it. So if you can run a sub 4-hour marathon, you get somebody into your $27 training program, and then you have a $40 a month sub 4-hour marathon community group where you guys help each other out. When you join any of our tools, I'm actually going to give you something called my retention blueprint, which helps you figure out, how do you actually retain these members? What can you do to make sure that they're paying you every single month for just access to a community that you built inside of our platform? All of that's inside of our system. But here's the purpose of me making this video. I think we are in the last chance that we have in all of human history to be sitting in the situation that we're in and to be able to actually create real income for the next 3-ish years. After that, AI and technology is really going to take over, and I think we've got a really big window, and I want to make Wealth3 Connect the biggest tool that we can to make it so that we can all survive this. Because if you actually join the syndicate and you get 100 people, 200 people paying monthly under you by just promoting our tool, which we teach you how to promote the same way that we do, you get those people, they're not going to leave because of the AI wave. They've got what they need. We've got to capture them right now. There's a huge opportunity. There's 150 of these spots that we're going to have available. And that allows us to do quarterly or bi-yearly meetups where we actually get to meet in a room and I get to give you guys all of my best secrets, how to promote, what deals to offer, how to put these things together. So it doesn't matter what your experience level is, but I can tell you this, no matter what, if you want to do anything online, you should be using what we give you in the Paid Creators Program. You should be using Wealth3 Connect. There's links for all that stuff below. But I hope, if nothing else, you guys take out of this video the idea that you need to put together some sort of information. You need to be a paid creator and not just sit on the sidelines anymore. Figure out what you can sell, figure out what kind of speed and automation you can offer, figure out what you can charge for access, put that mental game plan together. You guys can make a lot more money. You'll see exactly how you can get into high ticket sales. 10 sales at $997 is $10,000. I know that's really stupid and basic math, and I hate when people oversimplify it, but if you can figure out a train of leads that gets you 1,000 people buying this product, 300 people buying this product, and then just 10 people buying this one, that's actually the kind of math that we look for when we're creating products, is being able to maximize our potential on the back end. I hope you guys enjoyed this. My name is Travis Stephenson, and make sure you guys subscribe if you want to see more of this, because I'm going to be coming back with a lot more heat because I'm on a mission. I really do think that we have a great window opportunity right now. I want to help you guys go through that window, make as much as possible. And I know it's going to sound crazy, but I want to start ending my videos by saying I want to help you get rich. I know that's super cliche, but I now know that we have what it takes to do that. So I hope we're going to be able to help you soon. I'll see you guys in the next one.